Welcome, everybody. Today is April 26th, 2020. My name is Marcus Richardson. I have the honor and privilege of introducing my friend and mentor, Andy Albright, on the call tonight. I am here out of Denver, Colorado. I have known Andy and been working with him for the last 8 years. My wife and I, Carla, have been married 16 years. We have two beautiful children. My son, his name is Adriel. He's 12 years old. Ooh, let me not get ahead of myself. And then my daughter, Maya, she is 10. She will be 11 next month. And so we are honored for this trip. I had sent Andy a text late last night, and my wife and I were just talking about gratitude and how grateful and appreciative we were. And I felt prompted in my heart just to send that out to people that I appreciated and that I was grateful for. And so I sent Andy a text message and just telling him that I really appreciated him and I was grateful for Andy because before the alliance, my wife and I were not in a good situation financially. And when I say not good, I mean like food stamps, state assistance, trying to figure out how to get toys for the kids for Christmas. And the last 8 years have been a blessing. It has not all been easy. It has not all been, rainbows and tutus. But one of the things I love about it is that Andy, ever since I first got started, has always showed a belief in me beyond where I was. And so that has always been encouraging. And it's one of those things that keeps me going, honestly. And I love to produce at a high level because I honestly think I owe it to him to pay it forward. And it's just my way of showing my gratitude is to keep growing. He's always told me, he said, "You want to show me, Marcus, that you appreciate me, keep growing." So we're hiring, selling insurance like crazy and working on growing. I'm so glad that him and Jane stuck with it back in 2002 when this whole thing got kicked off. But he's going to talk to you about our business model, how it all works, what got me so fired up when I saw this thing 8 years ago. And so I am honored and privileged to introduce my good friend, President and CEO of the Alliance, baby, Mr. Andy Albright.
Woohoo! Thank you, Marcus Richardson.
Absolutely.
Proud of you, what Carla has done. And I am going to, I tell you, if I was recruiting somebody, Marcus, and I was with you, I had my electrician guy, I think he's on this call right now watching. Here's what I showed him. I showed him our leads, our direct mail leads. I'm going to talk about them a little bit more in a minute. I showed him our direct mail leads, how they work. This is the direct mail. It comes with a return envelope and a piece of paper that people fill out. It's a simple see-through window so people can see their name and their address. Sometimes it'll have their bank on it. Sometimes it says confidential. They open it up, it has a return envelope, and it's a complete description of what we're doing, the product that we're selling. People fill this out: home phone number, work phone number, cell phone number, address, age, date of birth. This right here is miraculous. The other thing that I would show them, well, one is I say, I'm going to help you. So Marcus, talk about help them. But this right here is called our CRM system. It's unbelievable. This is Marcus Richardson's system. Marcus, I would take a screenshot of this and send them to people, prospects. Marcus has 2,243 agents. He has 31 policy reviews due this month. He has 229 people that need to be converted from term policies to permanent policies. He's got Medicare Advantage, Med Supplement, 19 that need to be scooped up this month. That's thousands of dollars he'll make off of that. Chargebacks, people that have stopped payments, missed payments, had a problem, he can follow up with those. And 103 birthdays he has. And this is from 17 different massive, awesome carriers, meaning insurance companies. But I'd show him that all lumped into one. He can click on any one of these, and there's their name, address, home phone number, work, everything. And he does nothing except he sells the policy, sends them in, gets commission, and all this is entered into his system and self-populates for him so that his assistant, his wife, or he can contact these people for repetitive, residual, ongoing income. It's ridiculous. And then he can do the same thing with his agents. He can search them, figure out what they've got in inventory, and talk to them. Like, this is what I know. I would show them that. That's where I get into. I would just cut through a lot of the chase. You won't hear me go on and on about what we do, but matter of fact, I spend more time with the other people that are doing it after I finish chit-chatting with you. There's 5 questions that I'm going to answer for you what is the alliance? Who are we? What is the alliance? What kind of opportunities out there? How big can I be? How much can I make? How can I spread out? How much territory? What's the time frame? How big is the opportunity? How do you do it exactly, Andy? How do I do it? How did Marcus do it? How do I do it? How does it affect me? How do you make money? Where's the cash flow come from? Who's paying? How do I get the money? And then who else is doing it? So that's the 5 questions I'm going to answer for you. My background, I live on Treasure Island. I just moved down here. Me and my wife just moved down here. Been married 33 years. My wife went to a little high school in North Carolina. We were competing high schools, kind of knew each other. She went to University of North Carolina at Greensboro, got an undergraduate degree in education, got a master's degree from Fayetteville State University in education to be a school teacher. She absolutely loved it. I went to North Carolina State University. I got an engineering degree in textiles, and we dated all through college and then got married very shortly after college. Been married 33 years. We got 2 children. Got a daughter that's 25 years old. She's married. Her husband, Brandon, is very much in business with us, doing everything I'm going to describe. He's doing it very well. And she is in the wedding event planner. My son is 22 years old. He's sitting over here studying for exams. He's at North Carolina State University and has almost a year left. He is a licensed agent, sales, talks to people about the business, recruits, but isn't really trying to get crazy with it yet till he gets out of school, and we'll see what he does next. So we have homes in North Carolina, homes in Florida, and just love this business. I did not want to be an insurance agent, and if you're plugging in this call and whoever invited you didn't tell you that this was insurance, they should have said this is insurance. We focus on life and a little bit of health, but we got massive, massive opportunity in life. I wasn't interested in being an insurance agent. Matter of fact, I tell people that when people ask me as a kid, what do you want to do? You grow up? I was like, I want to do the same thing when I get big that I do when I'm little. Wiffle ball. I want to love to watch television, go to movies, play basketball, baseball, football, tag football. I don't want to get hit hard. I love to go fishing, hunting. I like to shoot stuff. I like to fry stuff. I like to walk through the woods. I like to laugh and cut up my friends, country music concerts, go to football games. That's what I want to do when I get older. That's what I want to do. I didn't want to be an engineer. I didn't want to be a doctor, a lawyer. I didn't want to be a candlestick maker. I didn't want to be a dentist. I didn't want to do nothing like that. I just wanted to play. But I went into textiles because in North Carolina, it's like everybody works at textile mills. So I'm like, might as well be an engineer. And I did that for a while. But at night, I was always trying to get out of work. Like some people, my daddy would say, some people work real hard to get out of work. That'd be me. I'll work my butt off not to have to work. I don't know if that sounds terrible, and I don't know if you can relate to that, but that's where I was coming out of college. I worked as an engineer. My wife was a school teacher, and I would pedal at night, always striving to figure out something, sell this, buy this, move that, a little bit of real estate, cars, whatever, coupon books, T-shirts, anything. And I got involved in a lot of different programs, made enough money, pay off all my bills, told my wife she didn't have to work, had her first kid. And one day I was just like, I ain't got to work either. It's not that I was rich. I just had created enough money and paid off debt that I was pretty much free. And my cousin Russell told me, he said, bro, you always, he said, cuz you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I wish you'd kind of get back in the business field. And I was like, I like just goofing off. But my family's growing up. I'm in my 30s. And he says, you should get your insurance license. I'm like, oh, why? And he's like, any fool can make $100,000 selling insurance. I was like, $100,000, easy money. He was like, easy. I said, I'm in. And he was like, I think you'll do better than me. And I was like, I don't know. I'll just jump into it. I got into it. I called Adam Katz, Alex Fitzgerald, ABN, a couple of other guys. This guy Riddle got involved, Diane Lampy. And I said, guys, look, if this is what they say, we could have something here. And that was close to 20 years ago. And this is just blown up into something magnificent. We can bring people on, show them how to make six-figure income instantly. We're starting to show people how to make multiple six-figure instantly. That's getting more excited just because the intensity, the quality, this this CRM, customer retention program that we've built, that we've put together on the CRM, I tell you, I can pull up, I don't know if I want to do it here, commissions. I can pull up commissions on Marcus Richardson and see how much money he made last month. I just asked him, we were starting out, that he made $20-some thousand, like $23,000 or $24,000 last month, deposited in his account. He don't have to pay anybody else out. That's his money. So this system has evolved pretty rapidly, and we're excited recently. A lot of huge enhancements in the last 14 months. So if you're brand new, now's the time. If you're interested in jumping in and creating some lifestyle, now's the time. So I got my license, started putting this together with my buddies, and now we have the alliance. So what do we say we are? What we do, we market through direct mail, social media, telemarketing, internet marketing, television, and create leads, hot prospects. I'll show you one right here. This is a lead that we mail out. This was in perfect condition. It's a sample. We mail this out. We get these back, and we teach people the products for Mutual of Omaha, multi-billion-dollar company, Foresters, great company, a fraternal organization, Columbia Financial Group. We've got guaranteed issue products. We've got cash accumulation products, anything to do with insurance. We do Medicare, MedSup, Med Advantage, like those health products. We have some things called health matching accounts. So it's really life with some peppered health in there. And what we do is we teach people how to do it, and then we say, here's a prospect that mailed this back. Here's a person that emailed us. Here's a person that filled out a form. We teach people how to go sell this product. So in the beginning, we sold it, and a lot of us still sell a bunch of it ourselves. These billion-dollar companies have tons of saved up cash. They pay us. We hire other people, train them in the whole system. Company pays them, pays us a spiff. Then what we do is we train them to bring on other people. Company pays the main person that sold it a spiff or a commission, then a spiff or an extra, a spread to the person that brought them on, and then pays us. And it's forever flowing. I never forget, in South Carolina, I was talking to this man down there, and he said, how do they track it? I said, how do they track it? He said, yeah, you got a guy in California, hires a guy in New Mexico, hires a guy in Florida. And I was like, computer, you ding-dong head. It's technology these days. But it's what cracks me up. It is high technology, but we do low tech, meaning we go to people's houses. And a lot of people say, even during today's environment, yeah, because the Department of Insurance deemed us as essential. So we have the capability of selling over the phone. But a majority of what we do, we go to people's houses. People say, how do you do that with the COVID-19? I said, easy. We have to be healthy, no temperature, no sneezing, have to be in great health. Put on your mask, put on rubber gloves, spray down. One of our top producers, I was talking to her today, and I said, would you tell them your health situations? No spleen, no immunities, and none of that immune stuff. In other words, it's a danger. She says, but Andy, I wear a mask, I wear the gloves. My grandma is 93 years old. She's going through chemo. And she was telling me this week she was in 3 different states. She's in the northeast where the states are closer together. But I was like, so you're not worried about it? She says, of course I worry about it. I worry about it when I drive. I mean, I have friends that have been driving, doing this thousands of miles, and they have wrecks. It's a danger when you leave your home unless you want to stay in your basement. Matter of fact, I heard that there's a car death, accident, death every 50 minutes last year. Every 50 minutes. I was like, what? But that's the way it works out there when you leave your house. But we are deemed essential, so we're still going to houses like crazy. We do have the capability, if it's a friend or a contact or somebody you've previously sold to, we can sell it on the phone. But typically, we low tech it and go out there, cover it. Insurance company, high tech, puts it into our account. High tech's distributed with everybody's connected to that sale. High tech puts it into our customer retention model, our CRM, through the ARC, our Agent Resource Center, accumulates our points for contests, incentives, commissions, everything. Bam, 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 as fast as lightning. So it's like the craziest combination of low tech and high tech there is. So that's what we are. We sell insurance. We hire other people, train them, sell insurance. That's it. We train, we sell. We train, we sell. We recruit, we train, we sell. That's all we do is keep it very simple, but we do this very efficient to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars so that these big multi-billion-dollar insurance companies give us trips to. Right now, we're doing a trip to Thailand. We're doing another trip out to Texas. We got another trip out to California. If you want to come to our headquarters too, I wanted to tell you this. The dates that I am going to be our headquarters are in Burlington, North Carolina. I am going to be there right now, May 27, 28, and 29. That's a Wednesday night. I'll be doing this presentation a little bit more elaborate because I'll be in person with folks. We'll be video broadcasting it Wednesday night, the 27th. Then we'll do training on the 28th. We'll tour people, let them see all of our marketing operations, our convention center. And then we'll do a little bit of training Friday on the 29th. And this is, amid as long as the government don't shut us down, there's some reason they got to find out as long as hotels are available. This is one of our companies, Nassau Re too. They're a very good company. So as long as they don't shut us down, we're going to be there 26, 27, and 28. So that's what we do. We do say we like to have fun, make money, make a difference. But to be clear, we sell insurance. Got to be licensed. That's the other thing is, I went to college, paid for 4 years, was 3/4 of the way through my master's degree. My wife paid for a master's degree. And actually, she paid for undergraduate. The education system paid for a master's degree, so I'm accurate. But to get my insurance license, my cousin told me $250. I was like, you got to be kidding. I paid crazy money to go to North Carolina State. He's like, I said, I can make more money with an insurance license. He said, you can. I thought it'd be 6 months. I thought it'd be $10,000. It was $250. Now, $250. Had to go to the Rendleman School in Greensboro and sit in class for 40 hours. Thought I was going to die of boredom. I was drinking coffee, water, anything just to get me, just keep me awake during this class. If there's a big problem getting involved in this business, is get through the boringness of life insurance. People say, this is interesting business. I go, interesting? It's boring as everything. But interesting is when they deposit that money into your checking account. When you're like, oh, you start looking at your phone, you look at these checking accounts. We deposit money on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Boom, boom, boom. That's exciting to me. And then the trips that we take and the friends and helping people make money. So that's who we are, who the Alliance is, how I got started, got into business, got my buddies in. We started hiring others. We built a whole corporation around it. Number two, what about this opportunity? When we first started, we thought, oh, God, let's don't tell anybody. This will run out. Ooh, turns out there's as much business as you want to do. You can work 7 days a week, 20 hours a day if you want to. And it's funny because we just hired a guy. He's working about 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, making $150,000 selling home improvements door to door. We're like, you should be making $250 to $350 if you're working that much. Easy. Boom. He's over here with us. Just like that. Just like that. Show him how to make $250 if he wants to work. Now, you don't have to worry about the business ending, stopping, slowing down. The lowest company that I have has $1 billion in it. The biggest one has trillions of dollars. These are the insurance companies, not me, okay? I'm doing okay. I got several homes, cars, guns, stuff. But these insurance companies are billion, multi-billion, and trillion. They're paying us. So there's no end in sight. As a matter of fact, the first company we started to work with was Foresters. They were worth right at $1 billion. Now their surplus was $1 billion. Now their surplus is almost $3 billion. It's massive, grown, not suffered. And during this COVID-19, not even missed a beat on commissions. They deemed us essential. They influenced the Department of Insurance. They made some of the products easier to issue. They've been great for us. They did limit to 75 years old. So that was interesting. So now we got this other urgency that we can bring to people. So how big is this opportunity? 24/7, 50 states. Every single state got leads everywhere. Got more leads than we can get to people. We need more people. And then we got follow-ups. So you heard all these follow-ups of Marcus Richardson. That's where he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm going to ask you, Marcus, every one of you to come on here, I'm going to ask you, since you started, how much altogether have you made with us? Hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars? What have you made with us? And then what is the potential opportunity with us? It's just absolutely astronomical. We do mortgage protection, which is people buying mortgages. Right now, there's not too many mortgages being closed. What they are, every mortgage that gets closed, we get the data and we mail it. Final expense is when people are getting 65 years old. If you know anything about demographics of America, getting older, this number is going through the roof. More and more people interested. The opportunity is massive. You say, can I hire people? Can I get a percentage off what they do? Yeah, sure. If they're good, we want it. We're hiring. We're expanding. Your business be as big as you want to. So what we are, what we do. Third thing I want to talk about is how do you do it? Okay, so you got to lead with, first of all, you get your license. Get signed up online. Now you can do it for $49. Not $250. You can do it for $49. You complete your certification. Then you sign up to go take a state test. Most states shut down during COVID-19. Most of them are opening back up. So there's a center that you can go. You got to pass this test. The whole thing, the $49, there's another $100 after fingerprinting, cheaper than it was for me 20 years ago. You got fingerprinting, ID. Talk to whoever invites you out and say, how do I get in this class? How do I get certified? How do I get my badge? So you got to get your license. That's the first thing on how you do it. Second of all, we've got books, audios, seminars. You ride with somebody. You're in business by yourself, but you're not alone. You're with us and whoever hired you. So we will show you the leads. We will get you probably some older leads to practice on, maybe some newer leads, but in your territory, your area, and we'll start coaching you on how to call these people and what to go and say to them. I have 3 books. Here's 2 of them. I'll show you my main one. I'm not going to bore you by going through every book. It's called the Millionaire Maker Manual. It shows you how to become a multimillionaire. A lot of steps, very simple stuff. We will teach you this on a one-on-one basis, not just through Zoom. We'll have people in your territory, people in your area. You can go and meet with them. We will have Zoom calls. We do have trained recordings. We do have live sessions where you can ask questions. So you ask the questions, we answer them, we take you through, we teach you, we train you. We try not to scream, we try to laugh, we try to smile, because it's not that hard. This is how you do it. We've got a very simple presentation manual that you can flip through it with people and explain the entire program. You'll have a page customized for you that has your family. This one's got my family, got my certificate that I passed and I'm licensed. So everything's in here to do a presentation to your people. Very, like I said, very not high tech, very simple, so anybody can do it. You don't need an iPad, a laptop. You don't need an iPad. It's very simple. You can use this. We've got training sessions throughout the country. We've got forms that you fill out to keep track of your activity. That's how you do it. I like to cover this a little bit. How you do it is dealing with people. And people are something. There's a country music says a beer's good and people are crazy. And that seems true a lot. These people, you have to call them and call them and call them and call them. There's a channel on your phone that I laugh to people about, and I said, I bet you don't even know, I bet you've not seen this screen right here. This is the screen you're going to look at a lot. Let's see if you can see it. It's a screen where you don't know who you're dialing. You're looking at the numbers, and you press the numbers of people you don't know, but they have filled out a lead. It's not cold calling. They filled out a lead. This is how you do it. I'm telling you how to do it. You call them. They're going to say all kinds of crazy stuff like people say. And your job is to know what to say back, rebuttal. Your job is to handle objections. They might tell you they already bought something. They ain't bought nothing. They tell you they changed their mind. They ain't changed their mind. It's just how people are. You overcome these objections. You get in the house. You show them the presentation. You fill out the paperwork. What I like about the paperwork, it's not much. Second of all, you can ask the client, what's your name? What's your first name? What's your last name? Doctor's name. Go to the cabinet, get the doctor's medication out. You got to fill out an application correctly, and you got to get a check, and you got to mail it to the carrier. Actually, a lot of this we do through e-applications, and you just get a routing number. which is starting to get a little bit high tech. That's what we do. Take a picture of their driver's license, shoot it to the insurance company. So we try to keep it very simple. You want to hire somebody, you can hire them now. You don't have to wait till you get your license. It's not illegal. You can't sell life insurance without your license. You can tell people about it. You get them set up for it, get them planned for it, and then after you get licensed, you can fill out the paperwork and get paid. You can't get paid to be an agent, but you can put this guy. You can put your cousin, your brother, your mother. You can put anybody in class and start building your network. This is how you do it. I tell you what you say to them. You go, hey, Bob, this is Andy Albright. Haven't seen you in a few years, but I was thinking about you. I started this gig in insurance, got a bunch of leads, got this company out of North Carolina. We need some help. Those are the 4 things you want to say to them. Insurance, help, North Carolina company, and we need some help. Got leads. It's in the insurance world. And some people are going to go, hell yeah, I got my insurance license. I've been looking for something. Other people go, not interested, but my wife might be. Not interested, but my son might be. So you start that network. And then the same thing comes to life insurance. You go to your parents. Hey, can we review your policies? Your cousin, your aunt, can we review your policies? And then we show you how to deal with the leads. So this is how we do it. It's very simple. But you got to learn how, if they got diabetes, what product works best. If they're kind of overweight, what product works best. If they travel overseas, what product works best. So that's all the details that we train you on. We also can do retirement stuff with Index Universal Life. That gets a little more complicated. We do stuff where you can move cash and have cash accumulation, a little more complicated. So we'll walk you through the steps so you can get smarter and bigger and better over the next 20 years, next 90 days. Okay, so you sell it, get a check, insurance companies. Next is how you get paid. Okay, so how do you make money? All right. We have a grid, and this is actually one of my favorite parts. This grid talks about your commission levels, your commission skill set. Where is my grid? I got my grid right here. Okay, so your grid, you want to show people how their commissions work, all right? So you are promoted according to this grid right here. We'll show it to you, but it works like this. In the beginning, very, very beginners, if you mail $100 or get their routing number and the client's paying $100 a month, you multiply that times 12. I'm not going to try to do a math education workshop here, but I'm going to say that you send $100, you're going to get a certain commission based on this scale. If you're at the bottom, it's around 500 bucks. If you're up at the top, it's more like 1,200, something like that. Okay? If they pay $200 a month to the insurance company, you get paid twice as much. I know. If they pay $300, it's 3 times as much. So it's based on how much they're giving the insurance company. They give you a piece of it. They call it a commission. We run it through the grid. It gets deposited in your ARC. You look at it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll tell you how much it's going to be Monday. It'll show up Monday. We'll show you Tuesday what it's going, Wednesday what it's going to be, and Friday, and it'll drop into your account. And then you can do what you want to do with it. Yes, you have to pay taxes. Yes, it's 1099. Yes, it's your business. You own it. You're self-employed, just with us helping and guiding you on how to make the money. Now, there's all kinds of products that pay different commissions. If somebody's in really, really, really bad health, the commissions are not going to be as much. If they're in great health, the commissions are better. But if they pay a lot and in great health, boom, yeah. So you can also move money from CDs, 401ks, checking accounts into insurance companies, and you get a commission based on how much money you move at one time. Those are called annuities. So if you're already experienced life insurance agent, we're going to obviously consider that and hire you at a much better commission level than our grid starts, based on experience and based on what you've done before. Okay, I'm getting bombed with text coming in. I don't have to take a look at it. So that's how you make the money. Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, it accumulates. And your commission, you can see how much you made each week, see how much you made each month, and see how much you made on each client. This commission system is so intuitive. When you have a client that's their annual review, you can click on it. The system tells you how much money you made off of that client last year, a year ago. It tells you how much your commissions were going to be, phone number, home address, everything, notes, the whole deal. It's a very comprehensive customer retention management program. Okay, so Last thing is who else is doing it. I've got several people that I want to talk about. Matter of fact, if Marcus Richardson is still on here, Marcus, if you could pop back up and just tell them a little bit more about how you started in the beginning, what you've purchased, how much money you've made all together with us, Mr. Marcus Richardson.
Thank you, Andy. So how I started, my stepmom and I used to work at another insurance company together. And she knew a guy who was doing mortgages. He told her about the Alliance and the mortgage protection opportunity. My dad went to an overview with her, and he asked me a question. He said, Marcus, if you could do the same thing you're doing now with life insurance and make more money and work less, would you be interested? I said, yes, Dad. What is that? So I went to a business overview like you guys are seeing on the call today, except it was in person. And I saw the lead, and that was really what impressed me, was the actual lead itself. Because the first company I was working for, they said they had leads, Andy, but they were giving away free stuff to book the appointment. And then they were getting in the door, and then you had to sell insurance once you're in the door, which it just didn't sit well with me. And so when I looked at the lead that we have, I read it. There was no small fine print. There was no weird, getting trips or toasters or, none of that stuff. It was told me it was life insurance. If they die, it pays. If they don't use it, they can get their money back, and they have more benefits. So that was the first thing that intrigued me. So I was like, I'm in. How many can we get? They said, we got a lot of them. I said, how much do I make when I sell one of them? They said, you make about $400 to $500 a pop. I said, okay, let's get some of those leads. Let's get rocking and rolling. And when I started, people sometimes whine and fuss about the old leads. I didn't care. The leads that Robbie had me going on were 6 years old. I had people that had died and disconnected, but I made a bunch of phone calls and just kept rocking and rolling. And so when we first started, my first year that I was with the Alliance, we made $43,000 working 2 days a week. And I did the math, Andy, when you asked that question, because I never did the math total, but we made a little over $1 million in the last 8 years. I'm working on $1 million in a year, though. That's the goal in the next 18 months. So that's what I'm working on now. And so that's what we've been doing with you, and having a great time doing it, traveling the world. I never had a passport before I met you. We won that trip to the first one that we won was to 2014. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Was it Atlantis?
The Caribbean cruise, the Oasis of the seas. So we got our passports, and it was funny because Carla and I didn't know that when you go to the port, you're supposed to get off the boat. We thought we would get left. So in a couple of the ports, we would just go for like 20 minutes, a minute, an hour, and then come right back to the boat. So we didn't know what we were doing, but we had a blast, man. We really enjoyed just traveling the world with you, again, getting to know you, and just helping people is the ultimate thing that we're really honored to be able to do with you. So thank you again for this awesome journey for the last 8 years.
Hey, brother, thank you. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you for what you've done. Yeah, we need to get you making that money faster. Get $1 million in 1 year, brother. I think it's going to happen. I think you're starting to get the team pulled together. I've got a young couple on here that I want to introduce, Jonathan and Megan Yakey. And Megan's mom has been one of the top producers, sometimes the #1 producer in the United States of America. And this lady, I'll let her talk about herself, but she went to college, married this great guy that went to college, Jonathan Yakey, both professionals in their careers, but said, look what Albright's doing. Look what my mama's doing. Look what my daddy's doing. They came over here and they're absolutely just tearing it up. So I'm not sure if we can see you, Jonathan and Megan.
Hey, Andy. We're here.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Well, thank you for that, by the way. And thanks for having us on the call today.
Yeah, thank you.
We're honored to be a part of the company and be a part of this journey with you. But yeah, we are Megan and Jonathan Yakey, and I hope y'all can hear us okay.
Loud and clear.
We've been in the business for 5 years now, and 4 years for me, 5 years for him. Started individually, background. We both do have college educations from University of Houston and University of Texas. And I started this full-time straight out of college, came into it with the background in restaurant management world. And Jonathan came from distribution.
Yeah, I was working at a distribution center at a small company called Walmart. You haven't heard of it? And I wasn't really looking for a change in career, but I was looking for an opportunity. And a buddy of mine said, hey, check insurance out. Check out what Andy is doing. And, you know, it's kind of been history from there. But it's been a huge blessing being a part of a company that not only has an incredible system, but has incredible leadership. And if you put in the work, I mean, you will get the results, period. We both individually were making six figures before we were married. Now it's multi six figures. So it's just a wonderful company to be a part of. And you can really, I mean, I've been to 8 different countries, more than 8, lost count, but it's incredible.
I've kind of been it's been a blessing for me. I was raised in this business. Like Andy said, my mom has been killing it with the Alliance for the last 13 years. And so I have been a fruit of what can really be created through this company: freedom, money. I don't have any student loans from having to go to college. My mom paid for that in cash because of the insurance money she was making. We got married this past October, cash. We didn't have to take any loans out to do that. And it's pretty exciting because now we get to, you know, go into the next step of our life without any of that worry. So we're fired up, super, super grateful and honored to be a part of it, and just really want to help the rest of the team grow. And yeah, we're excited.
Well, congratulations. I understand y'all are just moving up like crazy in the company, and I'm excited about what you're doing. Matter of fact, I want to talk to you guys later this afternoon, game plan and that. It's just congratulations and getting to know your mom and dad, and it's just proud of you guys. So this is who's doing it. Who else is doing it? I've got a young lady on here, younger, that Emily Katz. Can you come on, Emily? I've been friends with her dad and mom for over 27 years. So I've known them long. She's only 18 years old. And I'm going to let her tell you what's going on in her business and how it's working. If Emily can come on here. Emily Katz.
Hey, Andy, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. And I can see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you for having me on the call. So yeah, I am fired up to be here. This week has been my best week ever. I wrote 7 apps for $7,732 of premium. So I am fired up, and it's just been amazing to be on this journey, watching my parents be here for the past almost 20 years, getting to grow up with you and have your influence and all your words of wisdom that you've given me over the years. And now I'm getting to see the fruit of it.
So you're not 20 years old, so you ain't seen it for 20 years. They've been doing it for 20 years. But you're how old? I'm not sure. Did we lose her? How old are you, Emily?
I'm 18.
And 18 years old. So you've had your license how long now?
About 8 months.
I lost her. Hopefully everybody else can see her. 8 months you've had it. Best week ever. Now you're back. Hey, I understand you bought your own retirement plan at 18 years old, putting, what, $100 a month in?
Yep, and I paid for it annually, so that is taken care of for the next year.
So you started your own index universal life. Is it $100 a month?
Yes.
Who does that at 18 years old?
It's crazy. I'm fired up about it, though.
Emily Katz does it. And you are about to graduate from NC State at 18 years old, or do you have another year?
I'll graduate next May. I'll be 19.
Be 19 with a 4-year degree and crazy money coming in from insurance. The degree,
That's right.
Is it marketing, business and marketing?
Yeah, I'll be business marketing.
Nice. Good job. Okay. Thank you for being on here. We got a construction man on here. If Jerry Burbridge can say hello, Jerry and Cassie. I like this boy. I'm going to tell you what, me and him relate. Jerry and Cassie.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can see you, boy.
What's going on, man?
Construction worker, man. Tell them a little bit about what you were doing and what you are doing, Mr. Jerry.
Yes, sir. Yep, like you just said before here, I was working construction, swinging a hammer, shingles, tile, whatever they needed done. Did that. I worked in a plant first. Went through quite a few layoffs back in 2008. Started doing the construction thing. Shortly after that, hurt my back and decided, I needed to start looking for something different. I had already been looking a little bit, and I found that little company Amway for a little while. And so when I saw this, I said, okay, now here's a system that's similar, but a way I can actually make some money. And so I got into this, got my license. Here I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, by the way. Got my license. Started doing part-time in 2018 for about 6 months. Cassie and I both quit, went full-time last year. Won the Alaska cruise, the extension to Seattle. Won a trip to Foresters to Canada. That was pretty awesome with you there, little small group. So we won those trips, tracking to win Thailand. We've made about 100 in that last year and so, about 125,000, which is about 3 or 4 times as much as I was making. With and my back doesn't hurt quite so much anymore. Just got to hit that little button on that screen you were talking about. Man, it's just been awesome.
You getting in houses? You still going in houses and making sales?
A few houses. A lot of it's over the phone, but we still have some letting us in. We just had we run a little contest for our team this past week, and just had as a team in whole, we submitted in a little over 18,000 just last week in premium as a team.
So you starting to hire people? You really gonna tear this thing up this year?
Yeah, man. I just looked at it a minute ago, and I was looking back through last year, and it's just something that you don't find at your job either. I got 5 raises last year, just off personal production.
I understand y'all running a crazy contest for promotions this month in your organization too. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
You gonna hit some new numbers, man?
Yes, sir.
That's exciting, bro. I'm excited. Man. That's good. That's great with Andy Riddle running that, man. Very generous, very wise man, investing in his downline, investing in his group like that. Very smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people like that. Well, brother, we're proud of you and Cassie. Just got married?
Yes, sir. On the 11th.
Dude, you got it all going on. It's going to be a crazy year. Hey, guess what you're going to make this year? Last year, 125. First year, what are you going to make this year?
We're pushing to go over 2 is the plan. Yeah. So we got a team coming on. Like I said, we did just between, I think it was about 7 of us this week. We're trying to get to agency manager by family reunion. Definitely want to get on that Ring of Champions trip next year. Got our eyes on that. So we're coming.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna help you set those sights higher, man. I ain't kidding you. $250,000, bro, in the bag.
All right.
Seriously. Riddle gonna push.
Let's do it.
Hey, thank you, man.
Yes,
we got some military. We do really good with military. I'm not sure if Robert Wilson was available. He might not be available on a Sunday. We had Jake and Bale Kraus. Both of these are veterans, active duty. Did some really crazy stuff in the military. Really proud of them for what they did serving the country, and they're absolutely crushing it with the Alliance. They're up in the Northwest. Bale and Jake, are y'all on?
Yeah, we're on here, Andy. Can you hear us?
I'm going to need you two to wrap this thing up.
All right, Andy. Hey, thank you so much for having us on. We are completely just blown away by what's going on, and the fact that you'd have us on here. All the people that we got to see today, Marcus and Megan and Emily and Jerry, they're all crushing it, and we love them so much. And I love being a part of this. We love being a part of this organization. And Belle and I, we were 26 years married and came to the Alliance 4 years ago. I was doing my dream job. I was flying helicopters, which I always wanted to do since I was a little kid. and doing it for the military, serving my country. And I felt good about it. And, you know, my best friend came up to me and said, hey, you know, this thing I'm doing on the side, it's insurance. And I said, well, maybe not for me, but my wife, my beautiful wife, would be able to do this. And she's 4 years ago, she's come in, she's going to tell you a little bit about that. But, you know, what really at first, you know, I said no to insurance, but when I got around the culture of the Alliance, when I got around the people, when I got around Andy Albright, and I got around I came from the special operations community, and the special operations community has a very tight-knit group. It's it has a very strong culture. And I didn't really expect that until I got around the people. And when I did, I fell in love with the company. And I knew that this is where we wanted to be the rest of our lives. But it took a little convincing for me, but Belle came in and she started crushing it. And we just have been loving it ever since. Belle, you want to tell a little bit about that?
Sure. A little bit about my background. Prior military myself, I did 8 years in the Army as an explosive ordnance disposal technician, and that's just the Army's way of saying the bomb squad. And I loved it. It was fun. It was exciting. And after about 8 years, we had kids, and so it was time for me to trade my Army stripes for baby wipes, and I stayed home and I raised the kids, which was my next dream job. I wanted to be that stay-home mom and to take care of them. And then I got to the point where that was wrapping up too, which happens a lot faster than you think it does. And so I was looking for something more. I thought I was looking for money. I thought I was looking for a way to help pay for college because my son got in 2 years early and college fund wasn't quite ready 2 years early. So I thought I was looking for money, and I came here because the money is good. But what I found when I got here was a mission and a purpose. And that's really what, at its backbone, what I was truly looking for. And I've been able to plant my flag here and say, this is a company I can build a future around. This is a method that I can leave a legacy for my family and for my children's children long after I'm gone. And so we came in here and just figuring it out. Never been in sales before. I did try to sell Mary Kay way back when I was on the bomb squad. Thought I would try to be a little more girly or something, but turns out if you want to sell lipstick, you should probably wear lipstick, and I wasn't doing any of that. So it didn't work out so well. But here there's a system, and there was lots of training, great mentorship here that taught me. Our first calendar year, I was doing this a couple days a week, and we brought in just over $84,000 our first calendar year, doing it 2 days a week. Second calendar year, we'd figured some things out, bumped it up from 2 days a week to 3, and brought in 186,000. And then last year we went full time, and we brought in over 214,000 last year. This year, buddy, we're ripping the roof off of it. It's going to happen this year. We're shooting for closer to that half million mark. That's right.
I pulled up the ARC, which is amazing. Andy talked about that. And so far for the month, we're at $24,991.65 for the month deposited into our bank account. So, you know, we're just so grateful for this system, for Andy and what he's put together here. It's been amazing. Thank you, Andy. We appreciate it.
Oh, give me cold chills. Congratulations on your success. We're just starting. As y'all know, the stimulus packages are going out to select people that are producers and saying, hey, let's kill this thing. So if you're brand new and you're a producer, get back. If you're a person that want to hit it, rubber hits the road, put the bread in the oven, put the car in the garage, put the puck in the net, you're that kind of person, get back with the person that invited you on this call. Ask a million questions, get started. Thank you guys for all your testimonials, your comments, and your insights. Let's go help them. Let's go make a difference. Let's go sell some more insurance, change some more lives. Thank y'all for plugging in.